Now let's dive deep into the big LGBTQ story for today. I'm William Haas, and let's clear up the Black community. First, new soap opera in 25 years, The Gates, includes attempt of first Black gay president storyline. CBS is set to debut this first soap opera in 25 years. Beyond the Gates, the series will premiere February 24th as part of a daytime programming block. It centers around the Dupree family, described as a Black royalty in the fictional Fairmont Estates, an affluent Maryland suburb. At the heart of the show is Martin Richardson, played by Brandon Claiborne. Martin, a congressman, is openly gay and lives with his husband and 2 adopted children. He dreams of becoming the first openly gay Black president. Martin's journey mirrors his grandfather's political legacy, adding depth to his character's storyline. The show promises diversity and storylines celebrating representation. Creator Michael Valjean aims to redefine soap operas for modern audiences while embracing their dramatic roots. Other notable cast members include Toonie as Anita Dupree, a former singer, and Duplex as Nicole Dupree Richardson, Martin's mother. A Real Housewife of Potomac star Karen Huger is slated for a cameo in the debut episode. Beyond the Gates will bring fresh perspective to the soap opera genre. Showcasing love, ambition, identity, viewers can expect an inclusive and compelling narrative. Soap opera is a term coined in the 1960s because the daytime dramas were aimed at stay-at-home housewives. And detergent companies sponsor the show. Like adopting the negative term queer, soap actors and stars adopted the negative portrayal and made it their own. The news is significant, not just because of its Black theme and gay storylines, but it's because the first new soap opera in more than 25 years. These are the days of our lives. I'm actually looking forward to this. I'm glad we're covering this story because I would have never known about it, and it looks like it could be fun, and it's all about diversity and, breaking ceilings and breaking that glass ceiling and getting people in there. And hopefully we do have a first gay Black American president.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by this, Edward? Like, I'm kind of surprised that, it's CBS and not like Amazon or Netflix.
Well, I was reading that and I was like, wow, CBS,
Right?
they got Young and the Restless, they got Bold and the Beautiful. I was like, damn, I was hoping for NBC because, Days of Our Lives was on that, but now it's on Peacock. But yeah, I'm surprised that, they're taking this on. This is such a great vehicle. Soap operas, I love soap operas. I've been watching them since I was a kid, thanks to my grandmother. And, it's so wonderful to get wrapped up in a lot of these stories. And a lot of these stories are very progressive, in terms of like their storylines. I watch one soap, Days of Our Lives, and they tackle every issue, and it's so wonderful to see. And I think you're represented well on soap operas. A lot of them have diverse casts, and they have LGBTQ plus characters. So it's a great thing to see, and especially one that's targeted towards the African American and gay community, which is something that is not really heightened in media. So that's wonderful to see that.
It's also big for CBS to take this risk on, bring this whole initiative out, considering we're actually going into conservative presidency for them to take this on. So kudos to you, CBS.
Yeah, you never know what could happen in the future. Will it survive? Will it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is normal for them to. If this is a good time slot for a brand new show, February, like, is that when networks?
February is usually like big sweeps. So big things happen in terms of storylines and stuff. So this might be a good welcoming thing. This isn't the first time that they've tried an African American soap. They did one in the late 80s called Generations, and it lasted about 2 years, and they just didn't get a following. And so, that concerns me too, and this type of soap too. Will the mainstream audiences, which are typically your housewives at home or people that are home caregivers, will be tuning into this. So we'll just find out. We'll wait and see.
Well, that is the question if this is the right show for the times. Because the idea of like a Black royalty at a time where I've been seeing far more activists talk about, we've talked a lot about Black people of upper classes in the last 20 years. What about the rest of us is the thing that I've been hearing more and more, especially from like Black Lives Matter activists. And of course, I say that and then knowing every kid that I know that's like an activist is like, actually, I've been watching the show and I love it. Who knows these days? Yeah. But, that's going to be a question of, is this the right moment for the show? And time will tell. The fact is, if they can do a season more often than once every 5 years, that means they're already ahead of Amazon and
So when The Gates comes out, make sure that you support supported LGBTQ, okay? That is how we keep these kind of shows on the air, right? And kudos to CBS for taking a chance and not squishing it in at 12:30 at night on a Tuesday or something like that. You know what I mean? This is actually putting your money where your mouth is, getting some good actors and making sure that the writing is superb, So I'll be watching, all right? I'll be watching. So that is the big LGBTQ plus story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ plus stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.